Hi, welcome to Punch Perfect Boxing. Now, how did Tyson Fury gain the power to knock out Deontay Wilder? Well, if you look at the Fury's setups for the two fights, you'll see a big difference between the first fight and the rematch. Now, for the first fight, Fury sets up defensively like he normally does. Lots of upper body movement, feints, slipping, sliding, rolling, looking to make Wilder miss and then pay with a counter. Don't get me wrong, there were occasions when Fury attacked, but in the main he's looking to make Wilder miss and make Wilder pay. Now take a look at the way he dealt with Wilder's combination of choice in the first fight. Jab, straight right or looping right, left hook. What he did was slip the jab, roll under the right and pull out from the left hook. Now one of the reasons I've always maintained that defensive-minded fighters like Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, Tyson Fury do not have more pop on their punches is often they will not overcommit to the shots. They always remain defensively responsible and in balance and in position should they miss and they be open to a counter. Now, I honestly thought for the rematch that Fury would come out and maybe with a few little variations, he would set up exactly the same as he did in the first fight and pretty much the way he does for most of his big fights. Now for the second fight, Fury comes out really aggressively, pushing Wilder back, feinting with the lead foot, the herky-jerky upper body movement. Now with those continual feints, you never can tell when Fury is going to throw. It's beautiful broken rhythm. Like I say, it's really hard to time. Roberto Duran was a master of this. Now all this has the effect of pushing Wilder back. And if you push back a puncher like Deontay Wilder, who's not used to fighting on the back foot, you take away his power. Wilder's unable, for the most part, to get any leverage in his punches, and therefore you are negating his power. But the real shock for me is that Fury is really stepping in with his jab, bringing that huge 273-pound frame over the front foot. Now that weight transference really puts pop on that jab, and at the same time he's stepping forward, he's bringing the back foot through. So that right hand now has that full transference of Fury's body weight behind it. And for the first time in a top level fight, Tyson Fury is really putting his body weight into his punches. You will also notice that when Wilder does generate some forward momentum, which puts the power into his punches, Fury, instead of staying in distance and rolling and slipping the shots, is now moving backwards, sometimes with his jabbing hand extended and taking the sting out of Wilder's punches. And while this takes the sting out of Wilder's punches, he's also not there for the famed left hook. Now, when I heard that Fury was going to work with Javan Sugar Hill Stewart, and that he was training to KO Wilder, personally I thought it was just more Fury mind games. But that's exactly what Javan Stewart did. He got him to transfer that huge body weight into his punches, that weight transference. Now this is a great tip for any young and upcoming boxer. Learn how to transfer your weight into your punches. Still stay in balance. When you've thrown a punch, let the weight come slightly back and then throw again. This is an art. And so many young fighters miss out on this because they don't practice it and they get into bad habits early on. Fury, with those great boxing skills that he has and now that lethal knockout power, is going to be a very, very hard fighter to beat. Will he fight the same way against Joshua? I don't know. I think the game plan has to be a bit different for that fight. But if Wilder is going to stand any chance in the third fight, he will have to seriously work on his footwork and how to punch and move. So, how does the third fight play out? Well, to be honest, I really think that Fury's got Wilder's number, and I think it could well end a lot quicker in the third fight than the second. But as for most of us who make boxing predictions, it can all go straight out the window. and I look forward to it with interest. But the fight I really want to see is Fury versus Joshua. That, I think, will be a great and a massive fight. And maybe we just don't get one fight, we get 2 or 3, and that will be an absolute dream. Alright guys, stay safe and I'll see you in the next video.
No, no.